students, welcome to the first video in Discover course. In this video, I'm going to summarize chapter 3. Today, we are going to learn celebrating differences, ideas for a city, water, important uses and filtering water, the Nile's aquatic ecosystem, population of Egypt, spotlight on technology, and finally, pictures tell stories. Now, let's start with the first question. What is the meaning of difference, or what do you know about difference? At the beginning, I want you to be sure that we are so different from each other. Maybe we have the same opinions, maybe not. And our role is just accepting the differences between each other. Now, let's start with the first lesson, celebrating differences. In this page, we have a lot of questions that we need to answer. The first question is, what is your favorite food? My possible answer may be pizza. My friend's answer may be chicken. And his name may be Ali, maybe Mohamed, and so on. The second question, what's your favorite sport? My favorite sport is swimming. My friend's answer may be football, basketball, or volleyball. He is free and I'm free as well. The third question, when do you like to wake up in the morning? My answer will be 5:30 and my friend's answer will be 6:00. Question number 4, what's your favorite type of story? My answer may be Toy Story and my friend's answer maybe science fiction story. Question number 6. What's your favorite song? My favorite song is Move and Freeze. And my friend's answer is I Believe I Can Fly. It's a great motivating song. I suggest you to listen to it. Now, let's talk about the first question is, what does every city need to keep its people safe? Okay, we can relate this question to our daily lives. We are suffering from the spreading of coronavirus, so we need more hospitals and doctors to fight against or to face this problem. At the same time, we need police stations and police officers to keep us safe and to fight against criminals. So it's really a great answer. Question number 2. What jobs and business will be available in our city? I guess that we need doctors, teachers, engineers, and accountants, and so on. You are free. Question number 3. What services do people need in a city? Medical and educational services. We discovered this answer from the previous questions. Question number 4. What kinds of things do children need and enjoy in a city? Things like toys, PlayStation games, and places like clubs to do sports. I think that all of you like these activities. Now, let's talk about water. As you know, we can't live without water. So, water is an important natural resource. Humans, animals, and plants need water to live. Uses of water. There are many uses of water in different aspects of lives. Sometimes farmers have to bring water to their crops. The farmland does not get enough rain. Number 2. Humans have many uses for water. We drink, cook, and bath with water. We also use water for washing dishes and cleaning up our house. By the way, don't forget to wash your hands and use alcohol to fight against coronavirus. Let's remember this awesome activity in Science Lab. Here we can see the great students and the future scientists who are trying to filter dirty water through gravel, sand, and filter paper. From the previous activity, we observe the water quality. When we use gravel, we observed that water is still dirty. When we use sand, we find out that water is almost clear. But when we use filter paper, we find that water is clear. Let's talk about the Nile aquatic ecosystem. The Nile River is home to many kinds of fish, such as the Nile perch, tilapia, catfish, and tigerfish. Some fish are tiny, some are very big, even bigger than you are. Many types of reptiles live near the Nile River. The spiny eel lives in the Nile River. It looks like a snake, but it's a fish. Crocodiles live in the Nile River. They eat fish, birds, frogs, and other animals in the river. Now, let's deduce this vocabulary. Aquatic. Aquatic is anything related to water, such as animals and plants that live in or near water. If you try to use sentence using the vocabulary word aquatic, the Nile's aquatic ecosystems includes Nile perch, tilapia, catfish, and tiger fish. If you look at this figure, the population of Egypt is getting bigger from 1960 until now. Let's think about and solve these questions. Question number 1. Based on this data, in what year was the population of Egypt the smallest? In 1960. Question number 2. In what year was the population the largest? In 2020. Question number 3. Circle the correct answer. The population is getting bigger. If you compare between the population in 1960 and 2020, you will find out that the population is getting bigger. Let's talk about Spotlight on Technology lesson. But firstly, let me ask you a question. Why don't we get rid of plastic in a short period of time? Well, I will tell you the reasons. The reason number 1. Because the plastic we use will still be useless for 1,000 years. Reason number 2. It pollutes the environment. Thanks to scientists, we could use the plastic to make a fuel. One of those scientists is an Egyptian teenager called Azza Abdelhamid Faid. Azza developed a way to use plastic to make fuel that can be used to power our cars as a source of energy. Azza's idea helps to solve two problems at once. Number 1, it helps to get rid of plastic wastes. Number 2, it provides a source of energy. Ask yourself, why don't you try to be the future scientist? Believe me, you can do it. Finally, if you look at these pictures, you will figure out the meaning easily. The left picture means that you should open the tab slowly and close it quickly. And the right one means that you shouldn't keep the tap open during washing up. At the end of this session, I would like to say thank you for listening and see you next time in our trip with Discover course.